Alright, are we live?
No.
Yeah, cut it yet?
Move your cup.
Right in my face.
Ready?
Yeah.
Move that cleaner.
You don't like it there?
No, I don't.
I didn't care.
I did. Ready?
Yep. Just let me know when I'm live.
You're live.
Live? Hey everybody, Ronnie Petito with Petito's Performance Training Center, doing something a little bit different today for two reasons. One, doing the live Q&A today because I wanted to kind of change it up. You know, I've been doing Sunday for a while, off and on, and I wanted to get a different vibe, see how everybody liked the Monday, more towards the afternoon. And I had about 30 minutes before group training here, so I wanted to get, you know, that's plenty of time to get the live Q&A in. Also, we were doing a family day yesterday on Sunday, so I wasn't going to do the live Q&A. I didn't even get a chance to get on to my phone for social media, so it was a fun day, and you gotta take the time when you get it, right? But anyways, I want to go ahead and go into the questions today. I only got got 5 questions to go over today. Not going too crazy. I'm not sure how many people are going to join today because I didn't really announce that it was going to be a little bit different today. But whoever does join, feel free to answer or ask any questions. I'll answer them if I'm here at the time. If not, you can go ahead and direct message me. You can comment on the video and I'll see it, or you know, any way you want to get in contact with me to leave those questions and I'll be able to answer them. Anyways, first question is from Shane. 3 months ago, I was overweight and started my cutting program. I went from 183 to 163 pounds. When should I stop focusing on cutting, or should I change my training program, which is 5x5 strength training right now? My goal is to cut my body fat percentage. Which route should I go? Okay, well, if you've been doing well so far, I mean, 185 to 165 is a pretty good jump, and obviously has to have some decrease in body fat in order to get there, right? So from that point on, we want to keep the same procedure going on. Like, your eating's obviously doing well because you're cutting the weight, you're not overeating. Your training's obviously doing well because you're seeing some of the body fat cuts you want. But if you're stuck at a plateau, then maybe you want to incorporate some sort of HIIT training, you know, 2 to 3 times a week. And what that's basically going to do is it's going to cut your calories more, and it's going to keep building up your muscle. It's not even going to deteriorate from the muscle building that you've been doing with your strength training. So you want to be able to cut that. You want to be able to burn more calories at a higher rate and quicker, right? So in order to do that, we got to throw in some HIIT training. And basically all that is quick, short interval bursts. It can be weighted, it can be non-weighted, you know, it could have weights and no weights in there. Different types of exercises. There's a bunch of different HIIT training exercises, and I even put some up from time to time, so check out the YouTube channel. But that's it, Shane. Just throw in some HIIT training and you're going to be fine, man, because if you're already at that point to where you've cut 20 pounds in the past 3 months, you're on the right track, so keep working hard. All right, next question. Fabian, what do you do with the pain the next day of the leg workout? Okay, so we want to make sure that we stretch before, stretch after, and then definitely the next morning as well. Your muscles need to stretch out. They need to feel a little bit loose going into the workout, at least a warm-up, a dynamic warm-up going into the workout. And then after you're done, you want to go ahead and stretch again. And what that's going to do is it's going to relieve some of the pressure that you feel when your muscles are super, super, super tight. Is it going to reduce inflammation? Not so much, but it is going to help a little bit with the soreness. I mean, unless you're a complete newbie to the gym and you're just hitting leg day for the first time again. But there are some other procedures that we can do. You know, we could take an ice bath afterwards. We could take even an Epsom salt hot bath with Epsom salt in there. Both of those things are known to reduce inflammation, you know, so just little things like that we can do after the leg workout in order to make sure our legs are rejuvenated. I know I used to do that all the time for baseball. Like, if I had a really hard game, doubleheader, and I was coming back and my legs were all banged up and I felt it, then I would go ahead and sit in an ice bath and, you know, make sure that my muscles got enough time to recover, or I'd go home and be in a hot Epsom salt bath so they can reduce inflammation as well. So a couple of those things will work, but also stretch. Make sure we can do a good stretching routine and make sure that our body is flexible and mobile and able to move, because when our muscles are tight, it doesn't feel very good. All right, next question is from Dustin. What's the difference in lifting lighter weight with more reps versus heavier weight with less reps. My joints have been bothering me and I'm thinking about cutting weight and doing more reps, but I want to see the same results. All right, so you want to see the same results. You're saying you want to see the same results with doing more reps because you want to cut weight. Well, it's about, is someone here? No. Oh. It's about volume, right? So if we're increasing reps, like if we want to drop weight, that's okay. Like we can still build muscle. We just have to progressively overload the muscle. So it's about volume. And then also different stimulus, right? So you got to provide different stimulus. You got to continually change up your training routine. We have to continually do things like that. Now, when we're adding more reps, though, we need to make sure that we're increasing certain things like time under tension, right? Time under tension is when we're taking our time controlling the bar, right, through the movement, or dumbbells through the movement, whatever exercise we're doing. We need to increase that time under tension. Next, we need to increase the range of motion. All right, we need to make sure we're doing the exercise in full range of motion. Some guys only get halfway to their chest and then they go up on chest press. Well, if you're not getting all the way down and you feel like you can move up weight, why not try to get all the way down before you move up weight? Well, that's how we get to the next level, right? That's how we keep increasing. So what I'm saying is that if you're jumping up weight really fast and your joints are killing you, maybe decrease that weight and try some of these things and go back to what you were used to, right? Go back to the weight you were doing that. Oh, I can do this weight. Let's go up. Go back to that weight and then increase the time under tension, increase the range of motion. And then on top of that, when you're done with both of those, you can increase the explosiveness off your chest or explosiveness through the exercise, and that will also help you build more muscle and strength. So there's a lot of things that we can do in order to build more muscle other than just using heavy weights, because weight on the bar is not the thing that makes your muscles grow. It's the tension, it's the resistance. So your muscles know that it's pulling against the resistance. So that's what we need to focus on. Next, Miriam. Is being in pain after lifting a good thing for growth? I feel achy all over. Okay, well, yeah, of course, uncomfortability is necessary and we're going to have it in order to build. Like when we increase that time under tension, when we increase that tension on our muscles, especially if we're new, we're not used to it, we are going to get sore. It is just a fact. On the other hand, you shouldn't be able to, not be able to open up your door or not be able to sit down, right? If we're not able to do things like that, then you might hit a little bit too hard. So if you're a newbie or if you've been to the gym before and you know that this first week is going to kill you, take it down a notch. Let's reduce the weight. Don't worry about the weight. Focus on volume, focus on reps, and focus on your form. Get back into it. That's what we're doing in the first place. So don't kill yourself to where you can't walk the next day, you can't move. You want to keep a consistent thing that you can stay on track with. How are you going to stay on track with something if you start up here with the first week of workouts and then you're dead and the next week of workouts is only here? It's going to demotivate you right away because you're going to be like, wow, I'm not even lifting the same weight I was last week, and I don't know how that's possible. Well, you're sore and you were out of shape last week, so we need to start lighter so our muscles can actually move the weight and do it this week as well. We need to be consistent. So let's focus on that instead of actually destroying our muscles. But of course we're supposed to feel achy all over. We got to be uncomfortable. If you're not feeling something, or if muscles aren't tight, or you're not feeling that like your muscles are at a flex, or different things like that, that feel good feeling, that's what I know, that's what I look for when I'm doing the workout. So you want to feel that achiness all over, pretty much is what I'm saying. All right, last question. Vicky, I have increased blood pressure, or I have high blood pressure, so I'm trying to lose weight. I'm exercising more, counting calories, reducing my salt intake, and no white carbs. Is there anything else I should focus on to get my blood pressure lower? Okay, so we're on the right track. There's only a couple of things we can do from there. So if we're really paying attention to our diet, taking out the starches, all that kind of stuff, let's start reducing the sugar intake in our bodies, right? Let's start cutting that sugar down because there's a lot of processed sugar. Our body does not handle it well, and that will, of course, increase blood pressure. And if you combine that with your sodium intake levels and you decrease both of those, that's going to be a great start. Now, I don't know what you're doing for exercise, but lifting weights and different things like that can obviously keep your blood pressure low because it can keep your heart in good cardiovascular state, able to pump the blood correctly, and because the heart's a muscle too, so we need to work that thing out. We need to be in a consistent, exercise program, so we're consistently working out, staying fit, staying on top of what we do. And now, something we don't talk about much is alkalizing the diet. So if we're at that point where we have increased blood pressure, right, we want to start getting better with our diet. We want to start eating more vegetables, like a ton more vegetables, and more on the green side, right? Alkalize the diet. A lot of things are acidic, even fruit. A lot of the processed foods are acidic, and it makes our body really acidic, and it's hard to decrease that blood pressure when your body is like up at a high level. So decrease that acidity in the body, and let's promote the alkalinity. More leafy greens, veggies, all that kind of stuff. We gotta make sure that we improve our diet.
We got a question.
You got a question?
It says, Jonah Howenby? Do you know Jonah?
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Any issues with training 7 days a week if large muscle groups are getting 2-3 days of rest?
Nope. Simple answer to that question, no. No, you can train 7 days a week. I train 7 days a week. There's no issue with it. You just have to pay attention. Pay attention to your body. There's sometimes where it's going to be broken down. You don't want to do that. You don't want to break your body down, but you have to pay attention to where it's at. So 7 days a week is fine. If you can sustain it.
If large muscle groups
are rested 2 to 3 times a week. Yeah, that's awesome. If they're rested most of the week, because you can only work, if you're resting this twice a week and these twice a week, that means you're working other accessories as well. Maybe doing some running on other times, HIIT training on other times. So yeah, I don't see why not.
Good.
But appreciate the question, Jonah, and I thank everybody who comes to tune in on this channel and watch and support me and what I do. I'm really thankful for all the questions that I keep getting each and every week, so I can keep providing these videos to y'all on the live Q&A. It's real fun for me to get this content out. So thank you for everybody for tuning in. My name is Ronnie Petito with Petito's Performance Training Center. Until next time.